Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Estancia Lapacho here in Paraguay, and I just took too many logs, didn't I? Ooh, yeah, I think I did. I said 99% there, but yeah, I think I did take too many. Those of you, I do get regular questions asking what the mod is up in the top left-hand corner. That is the Glance mod. It is available on Mod Hub. You can go and search it up. Well, in order to search it, you've actually got to go onto the website, and then you can search. If you're not on the website, then there is no search function, which is a real shame. I really think they should introduce the search function into the actual game itself. It would make such a difference. It really would. So hopefully they will bring the search function into the game at some point. Now, just a word of warning, my neighbor is doing a little bit of work. They've got, I think they're replacing some flooring in there or something, so it's going to be ongoing for possibly a couple of weeks. So you may hear some power tools and so on in the background. Just rest assured that it's actually quite acceptable, because it's some of our neighbors around here. They're doing some DIY work over there, and then if we're down near the farm over there, there's also some DIY work going on down there. It's happening all over the place at the moment, so it's all part of the game. It's all planned. Obviously, nothing would be able to happen without my complete 100% say-so at all times. Okay, no, I probably should stop talking now. One of my neighbors is going to actually hear this, and then decide to question whether or not I'm, just spouting nonsense once again. Anyway, so we're going to load up this one as planned. Our plan is we're going to load this trailer right. Is that actually unloading? I don't think it is. Let me move forward a bit. We come up like that. Now it's unloading. Right. The plan is we're going to do one load of wood chips per episode until we have gotten rid of all the logs and all the wood chips. We're going to do a little bit of ploughing work down there as well. This time we're going to get the stump grinder on the Bobcat, on the, the JCB, and we're going to clear the stumps and just sort of finish off the area that we were working on in yesterday's episode. And then when we've done that, we're heading back down to the farm, and we're going to install a couple of sheds down there so that we've got somewhere to put all of our machinery. We got the bale sheds in there yesterday. Those are all up and running and working, and they're absolutely brilliant. I did not realize just how good and how awesomely useful those sheds were. So we've got them there now, all fully installed and ready to go. I'm hoping that we can get most of this work here done before we actually have to start doing the whole crop silage, although I very much doubt it. I think what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to take a break from doing the wood chips on a daily basis until we, while we do the silage. I'm not sure how long the silage is going to take. I think we'll probably get through it pretty quickly, especially if we're able to use this truck and these two trailers. 133,000 litres of chaff all in one go is pretty good. That is fairly impressive. Before we start doing it, obviously we've got to go and combine the corn. We're going to combine a huge great big field so that then we can be driving backwards and forwards across the field. We're going to use just one line. What I'll probably do is we'll take a small cultivator and we'll just cultivate a line across so that we know where we go, because otherwise, I mean, you do get the tracks left behind, but in between episodes those tracks may disappear if I've got a, it depends if I record back to back and I save the game and exit or not. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. So yeah, well, what we'll need to do is we want to have a marked area where we're going to be working backwards and forwards, going across that stubble field, and then we'll know where we've got to go through the subsoiler, and we're going to go and get a subsoiler of some kind. Now, the Jimper plows, there is a mod for the Jimper plows, the big triangle ones. Those are actually subsoilers. They're not actually plows, but in the game just treats them as oops, no, I don't want to tip that one. I want to go like that. I don't want to tip that one. The game treats them as plows, but they're actually subsoilers, so I want to get one of those, and we'll use that one to just go over the place where we've been driving backwards and forwards with all the chaff, because then we've subsoiled out all of that area, and it's going to make it a lot better. It'll mean that the major compaction issues that we would have suffered will have been dealt with, so we're not going to have to worry about them at all. So we've got $12,000 for that load. This load right here is going to be, what are we going to get? 10,000 to go. 2,000. 9,416. So what do we get all together? We've got about 20 grand for that load. What is the price now? Let's go and take a look at the price. It does tend to fluctuate a bit because you save and exit, the prices change. We're down to $139, and at one point I think we were down to $90 per 1,000 litres. So is going up. It's actually going up quite nicely. I'm pleased about this. This does please me. We got $167,000. We went and spent a fortune yesterday. I can't even remember how much it was now. Let's take a quick look. We want to go through here. There we go. So 38. We spent 80 grand yesterday on new sheds, and we still got $167,000. We're doing all right. We are doing all right. We can't afford to go and buy a forager. We will be leasing that one for the few episodes that we do the whole crop. But we don't need to worry about that just yet, because we've got a couple of other things that we need to do first. Obviously, we want to take this one back, and then we've got a little bit of ploughing to do. So I'm just going to run this truck back, and then we can leap onto the skid steer, and we can start working on that and get those stumps that we left from yesterday, and the little bit that we had to sort of, plough round where the stumps were. We can get all that tidied up, so we've got that area of the new field is all complete. Now, just wing this one in round here like this, and I want to bring him up. Actually, I don't know. I think we'll get easily a full load. Let's just leave it right there. That'll do. That one's unloading into there, so that one's going to be fine. We want to go to that one right there. This is the one that we're going to use today. So first of all, I mean, we've got that line all the way up through there. You know what? I should pick this one up. Let's just lift that one up out of the ground a minute. And so we've got a little piece right here that we need to work on. And then we're going to have to move down there. We're going to start working on those stumps down there. I'm going to leave... Is there any stumps just here? Let's just first have a look and see if there's any stumps right here. You've got to sort of look like this to be able to fight. There's one. We can grab that one a minute. Now, if I need to press Y to do the stumps, and then I need to press B to allow it to work. And we just move forward. There we go. That's all we got to do. It's that simple. Actually, not using the joystick at the moment. I'm just using a mouse. I'm going to use the joystick now, though. Right. Now, is there any more just near this side? If there is, we'll grab them real quick, and if there isn't, then, well, obviously we won't, will we? Oh, I'm actually trying to drive over one. I can see it there now. I missed that one. Just lower that down. There we go. So we've got the plough is onto it. Ah, I see. If you go a little bit too close to stumps, sometimes it doesn't actually work on them properly. So you kind of got to get the sweet spot on it. I was talking about the Goldilocks zone in my last time-lapse video, and yeah, you basically got the Goldilocks zone on this as well. The Goldilocks zone, for those of you who don't know, is actually the area where a planet revolves around a sun. Well, a star, I'd say the sun. The sun is ours, but any sun, I suppose, is a star. Yeah, the area... You've got a certain zone. When a planet is rotating around a star, there is a certain area that is considered to be optimal for life. So Earth is slap bang in the middle of the Goldilocks zone around Sol, which is the name of our sun. And we are slap bang in the middle of the Goldilocks zone. And scientists say that the best chance for finding life on another planet would be within the Goldilocks zone. They're not saying that it would be impossible to find life elsewhere. They're just saying the most likely place for life to exist would be in that particular sweet spot around a sun that will give a comparable amount of warmth and light and so on. You know, it'd be is it comparable? Is comparable a word, or comparable? You know, honestly, I never really... I think it's pronounced either way. I don't think it matters, to be honest. But yes, it's similar to what we've got. So there's that like zone which would give a similar amount of warmth on the planet and everything else associated with life here on Earth. That is considered the Goldilocks zone. So I was actually talking about the Goldilocks zone being, not too hot, not too big, not too small, just right. So for the size of machinery for working on a farm. So, and I was also, that's how I was sort of referring to the Goldilocks zone. So you kind of got that, just not too much, not too big, not too small, that kind of thing. And that's the Goldilocks zone. It would appear that stump grinders also have a Goldilocks zone. Too close, too far away, doesn't actually work. You've got to get it in just the right zone. And also sometimes you do actually have to lift it up in the air as well. So like the Goldilocks zone on some of the stumps is not brilliant. It's a very, very small zone that you can actually get the stump grinder to work on them. But I mean, if you can find that sweet spot, that Goldilocks zone, then perfect. Away it goes. Everything gets plowed up and destroyed and crunched up, and it's absolutely beautiful. It's like poetry in motion. It really is. And we just come whizzing around there. And then we bring that through there. And then we've got a huge, great big stump there. And the grinder is going through that without any problems whatsoever. It's just hammering through it. I do like this thing. I really do. And I'm quite pleased with our choice of skid steer as well. The fact that we took the forestry one with the cage over it. It seems to fit this job absolutely perfectly. It really does seem to be the top choice to go to accompany this particular one. Now, did we have a stump in here as well? I know that we got that tree. Yes, we do. We got the tree and we've got a stump as well. So we've got to take out the little tiny tree there, just the stumpy tree. And then we've got the actual stumpy stump over there, which we've got to take out as well. And it looks like those leaves right there are very reminiscent of banana leaves. So maybe we got a tiny banana tree trying to come through as well. I don't know if there are other plants that have leaves that look like banana trees. Like banana leaves. I'm sure there are people who know. I don't know if they're the only ones or not. I mean, I'm assuming that they're not. I'm assuming that there are plenty of other plants that have leaves that are similar. But in this particular tropical area, I genuinely don't know if it would be other plants or if you would literally it would just be small banana trees. I suspect that it is just small banana trees that are there rather than anything else. So we come on up through here. We've got a couple more bits to do here. I am just going to swing around the corner over there, and I'm going to grab another little piece as well, because there are a few stumps that we had left over from our ploughing a couple days ago that I think we could do with just ploughing in and just tidying that piece up so it's all done and finished and dusted and out the way. So we're going to come up through there and grab that. We've got one stump slap bang in the middle of that. We've got another tree as well. Another little tree, so we can get both of those out the way. That would be perfect. That stump, the whole thing went in one go. That was actually a surprisingly easy accomplishment. I didn't think it was going to go off that easy, but we've got to remember that palm trees are actually quite soft and spongy, so it's not surprising, to be honest, just how easily we can get through the palm trees, the stumps with the palm trees at times. It kind of does make a lot of sense. These here, in theory, should be more difficult to get through. Let's bring that one up a little bit. There we go. So is it going to be able to get through that one without any trouble? Well, it is actually doing. It seems to be more difficult than the palm tree. Genuinely does seem to be more difficult. We've got a little bit that's kind of stuck up on the top. I'm hoping that that doesn't cause us any major problems. Just take that piece off there. Okay, it looks like we got one of these eternal ones. I'm never that keen on these. It kind of feels like cheating because you're just producing a never-ending supply of wood chips. And there, see, we've got a little piece that's stuck up in the air. What I'm going to have to do here, I think, is I'm going to take a different angle. If I lift that one up like that, we'll approach this from a different angle. So this is obviously a harder wood tree, and it's making life a lot more. It's a lot more difficult to actually get through the hardwood ones than it is the softwood ones. So the pines, we just whiz through those. Pines, the palms, the palm trees, we whiz through those without any problem whatsoever. Whereas this bad boy right here, this is really making us grunt. This is a bit of a struggle. This one is. Well, that is a lot of wood chips that we're producing. And I think it is actually producing wood chips as well. So we've now taken down another slice on there. We have cut some of it down. I'm going to bring that one over like that. If I can... Oh, now what do we get? If I can bring that down there. It's really handy having this plow feature on this one, because it removes some of the excessive wood chips that we produce as we do it. And then it just makes life a lot easier. It really does. Having them removed as you go, you can still reach the stump, because it's one of the big problems with the normal stump grinder is when you have a stump like that that's like really, really stubborn and you can't get through it. Eventually it lifts up. I mean, it is because I got the sawdust mod. I've got the sawdust mod enabled, and it does allow the creation of sawdust when you're doing stump grinding and when you're doing chainsawing. And the problem with that mod is when you get one of those stubborn stumps that you can't just get to really, really easily, like the one that we were just working on, you end up with a huge pile of wood chips, and you can't do anything. Because the pile of wood chips gets so big, you can't actually reach the stump anymore, and you've got to remove them out of the way. And having this plow thing on this one means that it's automatically removing. See, I'm getting rid of those wood chips as they're forming, which is brilliant. It makes it really does make a big difference. We bring that over like that. Is that going to help us? I'm hoping it will. Bring that. There we go. We kind of, yeah, we got rid of a big chunk of it now. I think that's all of it. Yes. That one's out of the way. That one's done. There's another one out the way. We've got a log there that just kind of got left behind, but that one will soon get chewed up. a little piece over here that we want to grab, and then that stump right there. And I think that's going to be about it for now. We'll go down and we will carry on doing our sheds down this. We got the bale sheds installed. They're all done. So the next thing that we want to... Steady, going the wrong way now. Next thing that we want to do down there is we're going to be getting a machinery shed. We want to install one of those. Now, I had a look at the machinery shed, see what options we got. I'm pretty sure I know which one that I want to install. It's one of my favorite machinery sheds. It's a modded one. It's not one of the standard ones. I'm not happy with the choice of machinery sheds for the standard game. I really not. I don't like the ones that they have on offer. I don't think it's a very realistic choice. And I don't think that they've given a wide enough choice, because most farms that I know, their machinery sheds are considerably bigger than anything that is on offer in the game. And therefore, you'd kind of think that there would be more options. I know that some farmers will store stuff outside, but certainly where I'm from, storing machinery undercover is a necessity, because otherwise it does tend to spoil and rust. And you don't really want your machinery going rusty, because quite frankly, you pay an awful lot of money for it, and even if you can't store it undercover, I mean, I know some farmers can't store it undercover, they will get tarpaulins and will cover it over. And we don't have tarps in the game, so it would stand to reason that they should give us some decent sheds for us. So let's just put that one there, and we will do that as well. We will lower that bad boy down like that. Leave it about there, I think. Right, job done. So we've done some stump grinding. We are down here. We'll just go to this one right here, and we can take a run up through here. We have got the 2 bale sheds right there. And so the first machinery shed that we want has got to go right there. That is the spot for it. That's the sweet spot. And this is the shed right here. We just quickly look here. You've got water towers and stuff like that. We do have the silo extensions, which should be good. We've got a hayloft right there. I don't think I've actually used a hayloft yet, so we may consider doing that. We've got that small vehicle shelter that we're using for our, what do you call it? Pressure washer, right there. Where we're using that one. These here are kind of okay. They've got some collision on the wall, so you can tip stuff into them. But again, they're not great. You can put stuff in them, but they're not the best ones. And then you've got that vehicle shelter right there. You've got a large vehicle shelter over here. Now, I've got to be honest, I've not actually used this one before. And this is kind of similar to a normal vehicle shelter that you would use. Okay, I've been busy saying that I wasn't happy with their choice. This one is bigger than I thought it was. I genuinely did not know that this shed was as big as it is. And now I'm thinking that maybe I should eat all my words and say, I'm really sorry, Giants, you've done a magnificent job, because this is a perfect vehicle shelter. But I don't think it needs to go that way. I think if we were going to put this one in, we would put it this way around like this. And then we got to find a spot to put it. I don't want to go too close to those bales, but again, I don't want to be too close to the sheds over this side. I'm thinking like that would be a good place to do it. We can bring it down here. There it is. I'm gonna do it. Okay, commit, yep, there, commit. Look through here, because the other one that I wanted was there. That's okay. We've made the right decision. We have made the right decision. Look at the difference in height between them. There's a big shed. That is a big shed. This is fantastic. I can't believe I didn't realize that this thing was quite as big. This is magnificent. Look at this thing. I had no idea. I genuinely had no idea that such a monster existed in this game. I take it all back, Giants. All is forgiven. I take it back. Is this an operational light? No, it's not. That's a bit of a shame. But yes, all is forgiven. Look at this. Look how wonderful it is. Have we got any working light switches on here, or are they just? I need to press that. Nope, there's no working light switch there. I know that sometimes you can get. I don't think that any of the standard game stuff has working light switches. I think that's mods only. Wonder if the light switches are automatic. Let's just go over this side. Nope, that's no light switch either. Okay, we have no working light switches, but I'm guessing that the light's up there, so they will light up at some point. So we've got these. Now we need to start putting some machinery in there. I've got to decide how we're going to do this. Let's go and get the sprayer first, and we'll... Actually, no. Yes. No, yes. We will do the sprayer first, and we'll get this one, and we'll put this one in the shed, and then we can see about moving some of the other bits. Just move that one around there. And we're going to go driving up through here. We got plenty of room. to get in through this way here. We can come up through there. There's plenty of room there. That's absolutely fine. We got loads of room in this shed as well. So I'm going to bring that one up there, and we're going to park things on this side over here. I'm going to put that one at that angle there. I'm going to leave that one there. And then the next one that we're going to do is I'm actually going to go for the combines. And we're going to start putting these in that shed as well. Although this small combine might be better in this shed over here because it's smaller, so it will easily fit into this shed. And it can stay out of the way in here. Yeah. This one will be better off in here. And we've got that sort of little alcove in there now that we can use. So we can go back in there. We're not going to be putting seed and stuff in there. So we can drop this one in here. Go back a little bit. Forward a little bit. Forward a little bit. There. So that one will be perfect in there. We don't need to worry about moving that one now. Let me go to there. Lower the header down. Excellent. Okay, that's a really cool sound as it shuts down. And then we want to go back over here. We're going to grab this John Deere one. Now, we've got the header on a trailer outside. Oh, no, it's not on a trailer. I thought I had it on a trailer. Maybe I did. Could I not put it on a trailer or something? I don't remember now. I do know that we've got the other header for this one. The corner header is down at the shop still, and we need to go and get that. So we might have to go and do that now. Let me just bring that one back round. We haven't actually used this header yet, have we? We will be using it in this season. So I'm thinking we will. It looks like we've got the manual attachment mod. We've actually got to manually attach this one. Have we? Right, now... Oh, no, I can do it from in here. I do need to do it from in here. That's okay. And do that, and then I can lift that one up. So we'll swing this on round. Get it over into that shed. I need to find the best place to dump this header, though. The problem with the header is it's going to take up a load of room. So what I'm thinking is the best place to put this would actually be tucked into the corner and not facing this way. I'm thinking it'd actually be better if we faced it the other way and it was like sticking out ever so slightly. Stick out onto the side of the door. There. If we put it like that, I think that would actually be the best place to put it. We can just drop it down there. We don't need a header trailer in order to move this around. So if I put that one there, and I lower it down. That's about as close as we can get there. We put it like that. And then I unhitch that one there. That does seem like it would be a good place to put it because it's not sticking out loads. It's not going to take up all of the room. Now that I think about this, that was actually a bad idea. We want to put it on the other side. We don't want to put it on this side because the tractors are all going to be coming in from this corner here. So it's more likely to get hit if we put it there. So let's grab that one again. This is the difficult bit, lining this one up. There we go. Right, now that's lined up. It was actually surprisingly easy. So we'll bring that one back over here. And we come back down there. And then we'll stick it into this other corner. I am seriously considering putting it the other way so it's properly undercover and it's not sticking out. I really don't like having it stuck out, but at the same time I don't want it to be taking up loads of room in his shed. Space is going to be a premium, despite the fact that we've just spent 100,000 on a new shed. We're nearly 100,000, 90 something. It's still not going to be perfect because there. Let's put that one there. I need to go and get the header for this combine. That's going to be. I think that's going to be our next task. We'll go and grab that header and bring it back. It's been down at the shop long enough, and we can put that one up here, and then we can park this combine up, and then we can sort of see what room we've got for other machinery as well. Now I'll bring this one up in here and undercover into the shed. Bring him on round here, and I don't know if can I stick this one out on this side? I may be able to. I may be able to do it like this. If we can put that one sort of there, and we'll just park it alongside the header, because it's not going to take up a lot more room than the header by the look of it. No, I mean we do have the spout. It does stick out a little bit. Overall, though, I think that's quite good. So if I go to there, what happens if I lower this one down? Is that going to be too much? Nope, that's fine. It's perfect. Switch you off. There we go. Right, so we've got that John Deere is parked up there. It is sticking out a little bit on the side of the entrance there, but generally I think that's okay. And they're doing a load of hammering and banging and sawing next door, so it is making a bit of noise. It's not me. It's not me. I've actually got some builders in working over there on the on our mansion that we've got on our It's not really a mansion, is it? It's just a standard house for this part of the world. I'm sure of it. Yeah, on the ranch, on the house. So we got a little trailer here. You know, I'm thinking that trailers ought to take a bottom priority for space in the shed because, yeah, most farmers will leave trailers outside. They'll put everything else in the cover and they leave the trailers outside. So that's what we're going to do. We'll do the same. We are most farmers right here. We need to kind of do things. Well, we need to do some things how other farmers would do them as well. So let's get that seed drill there. We'll put that one under cover. That definitely needs to go under cover. And we also want to get that hay turner there. That one's got a lot of moving parts and stuff on it. So that's got to go under cover so that it's not going to get damaged. So we'll bring that one back there. Leap off. And we'll hitch that one on there. There we go. Perfect. Right, so then we can bring this one over and we can put this one under cover. We don't want to be putting it too tight to other machinery, but at the same time, we also want to have room to be able to get in and out. So space is a premium, and we've got to figure out how we do this very carefully. So we'll put this one here up against this, in this corner. That's going to go there. I need to bring it over a bit more. I quite like using this little tractor. This little Massey, I think, is going to be just right for maneuvering stuff around in this shed, because it's got a reasonable turning circle on it. It's a small compact tractor so that it can easily get around all the different areas, and also it does have the strength to move the machinery. It may not be able to run all the machinery, but it's certainly got the strength to move it. So we could actually, this would be quite realistic. I know some farmers that do pack their machines away in a shed really tight because space is a premium, and they use a small tractor to get the things in and out because their bigger tractors that would ordinarily run the machines just can't fit. They just can't get them in and out and, you know, maneuver them around. So they use a tiny little tractor to move stuff in and out of the shed, and it does look quite daft sometimes. You know, some of these huge great machines going on to these little tractors. It does look a little bit ridiculous, but it works. It definitely works. It is something that is actually a really cool idea. So that's what we're going to try in this series now. We're going to be using small machines. Now, I don't want to put... I'm actually thinking I should put the star the other way around, so that then let's just zoom in a little bit so that we can sort of see what we're doing a little bit better. Because otherwise I got to leave a bit of room in front of it, which is... I don't think it's a good idea. So let's just start this. Let's go over and we'll leave that one running there. We'll jump onto this bad boy here. And my timer going off to say that I do need to stop soon. So if we bring that one out... We'll swing him round like that. I mean, he doesn't need a huge amount of space anyway, but I think it would be better if we did it like this. So we'll bring that one there, and we'll back that one up into that corner. And we'll go a little bit further. So he's right in tight to the corner, as tight as he can go, like that. I don't want to go any further. I'm going to be busting up the bar on the back. But yeah, that is absolutely fine, just like that. We'll stop him there. Because he's something that we're going to be using on a fairly regular basis, it's good that it's near the door and it's easy to get in and out. A hay turner, on the other hand, is not something that we're going to be using a huge amount. We will use it a little bit, but it's not something that we're going to be using a lot. So this is something that needs to be sort of stored more towards the middle of the shed, along with the likes of the... well, that's quite long on that side, so I don't want to put it there. I'm going to put this one over on this side over here, I think. That'll be the best place. It'll be... You know, the small stuff that we don't use very often that's the stuff that needs to go in the middle. It's going to be harder to get to, but at the same time, we don't need to get to it very often. So it's worth hiding back so that you can easily access the machinery that you use far more frequently. So let's just put that one too far. There we go. We want to go about there, I think. And come back and we'll just unload that. I can hear an awful lot of noise going on in the background. I don't know if you can hear it as well. There's a power saw being used to cut something up. They must be laying new boards over in the house over there. Now we'll go through here. We're going to do the same here. We're going to get that rake there and we're going to get the baler. And we're going to put those back in the middle alongside the hay turner in there. Let me just bring that one forward. Can I even hitch this one on? I don't know if I can. I think that you can hitch anything onto any tractor. You just can't always operate them. I think that's how it does work. I mean, I really hope that that's how it works in the game, because that's how it works in real life. You can put anything you like onto the machinery. It's just you might not necessarily be able to run it properly. We'll whiz that one in there, and I'm going to stick this one just the other side of... Actually, I'm thinking I'll put this one next to the combine because it's a longer machine. So we'll try and put the longer things on this wall over here, and then we'll put the shorter machines next to the on the wall with the starer and the hay turner. And the two of them together should fit together quite nicely. So we'll put this one here. The baler, I think, can go next to the hay turner. I don't think that one's all that long, to be honest. And then we just put that. You know what? I'm thinking that we could move this over another good foot, and we're still not going to be taking up too much space. So bring that one in there like that. We do need to make sure we got enough room to be able to get things in and out when we need them. So just bring that one over a little bit. There we go. That's more like it. I'm liking that. That's a good sort of space all the way around. We can put that one back. Right, so the baler will go in next, and I don't know if there's going to be room. We may be able to put the baler right next to that hay turner there. If not, it'll go next to this one. We've got the not that trailer there, the Arcusan. Arcusan is the word I'm looking for. We've got to put that one in. That was a really long machine, so I'm not quite sure where we're going to stick that one. Might just have to go in the middle there somewhere. Stash it in there. We may even have to just put that all the way along one wall, which is not ideal. It is using up a lot of space, but I mean, we'll see what we've got in the way of other machinery in there as well, because we do have this shed here, and there is always the possibility that we could put a small machinery shelter up somewhere else as well. For now, I don't think we're going to need it. I think this big shed that we got here is going to do everything that we could possibly need. So let's have a look. Yeah, I think we can put this one next to that hay turner there. I think there's just enough room, and I think it's big enough as well. So we'll swing that in there. Bring him round that way. Anchor him round tight. Oop, swinging a little bit too far there. There we go. Now we can straighten up just a bit, and beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. That's a good spot for it right there as well. So we'll just jump off of there and put him down. And now, no, I want to go that way. It would help if I remembered which way to go. So we're going to get the Arcusan, and this is going to be a tricky one. I'm not quite sure where we're going to put this one. This one, I may ultimately decide not to put in this shed. The sugarcane harvester over there, I'm thinking that we will put that one in the shed. I'm just not quite sure where that one's going to go either. That might actually, might just dump that one next to where we've put the crone at the moment. I'll see where this one goes. This is, yeah, I think this is going to be a more problematic one. This one, I'm thinking, may not fit in here at all. Not properly. So let's just bring that in there. Now, looking at the length of this huge, great, big, long Arcusan, do we or do we not leave it in here? I am wondering, actually. This may be a problem machine. We'll see if we can back it round this corner here. It's difficult to back this one as well. You don't get much of a turning circle on it. And it's all well and good parking it back here, right? But then you got that hitch sticks out quite... Actually, no. Okay, the hitch doesn't stick out as far as I thought it did. You know, you got the John Deere up there. You got the combine there in a way. So if I just stop there a minute, let's just unhitch this one, and we'll see what it looks like from the rest of the shed. If I move back out, and we go over here, and then I'm just going to swing round over here, and I'm going to have a look. That doesn't take up unnecessary space. Compared to the combine, we've got the combine in the header there. It's not sticking out any more than that. The baler back on that side is fairly compact, so it's not taking up a huge quantity of room in there, which means that we're good. We're good to go with that one. So next up, we want this sugarcane harvester right here. We're going to take the trailer off the back. So let me just back this one up here, and we get that one hitched on. And then we can take the trailer off the back. So I'm going to go into there and, oop, steady. And I'm going to go back here, and we're going to take that one off of there. So that one can stop there a minute. We'll deal with the trailer in a minute. We want to get this one, all the ones with like the complicated moving parts and things like that. Those are the ones that got to go under cover, or they could end up getting, oh, hang on a minute. Apparently this one is not going under any cover because it's just too big. Right, that's a little bit unfortunate. There's nothing that we can do about that. There's no way to fold this one. Oh, hang on, pipe in. What's pipe in do? If I say pipe in, is that it? I thought maybe it folded it up or something, but no, it doesn't. And that one is too tall to fit in the shed. We can't put that one under cover. There's no way to put that one under cover anywhere. And if you remember, when we started the game, when we first came onto the map, this one wasn't put under cover even then. This one was parked outside. It was over here, in between these two sheds. So, I figure that that is actually a bit of wisdom. A bit of wisdom from the old boys there. So we're going to bark. We're not going to bark it. We're going to back it. We're going to back that one up in there, and we're going to put it exactly where it was when we first started this map. Well, maybe not exactly. We're going to back it right up in there so he's out the way, not causing us any problems. And we're going to leave it right there. There we go. That bad boy can go in there. And he's not in the way of anything there. And yeah, he does blend in quite nice. He's the right color, so he's not going to be an eyesore from our house. Now, we have run out of time for today, so we're going to finish putting the rest of this stuff away tomorrow. We're going to go back over to our house. We're going to have ourselves a little bite to eat because it is 12:30. So my question for this week. We have a disease in the fields. Now, we're not quite sure because I didn't specify on the random event. So we've got disease in the fields, so the next crop that we plant, we need to be planting with 0 fertilizer. We use no fertilizer at all to represent the loss that would be present in the field. My question to you is, because I didn't specify, do you think I should just randomly select one of the fields and then we just have that field where we don't use fertilizer next time around? Do I do all of the next crop that I plant, which is going to be the maize that we plant up in there, the corn that we plant in those fields there after we've harvested the soybeans? Or do I do every single field we own? And I just say that we've got disease in our fields from across the whole farm. So it's your vote, it's your game. Head into the comment section down below. Let us know which one you want and why. And of course, don't forget to actually cast your vote in the top right-hand corner. Do you want one random field? Do you want all... Where should we go? I'm going to go into this door right here. We're going to go... Can I get in? Yeah, do you want one random field? Do you want all the corn fields, or do you want every single field that we own? Right, we're just going to go there. We're going to wash your hands. We're going to grab a little bit of fruit off the table that the housekeeper left there for us very nicely. And we're going to go upstairs if I can. Come on, come on, come on. We got work to do. We can't be hanging around here too long. Let's go into here, and we shut the door. Shut the door behind us. Always a good idea to shut the door behind you. This is our study here, and then we can come out through here, and there we go. And if you look at you can look right there. You can see my little circle there. You could just make out the sugarcane harvester there, but it blends in beautifully to the palm trees. It really does. So if you enjoyed the episode, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. But until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.